Throw it down, big man.
Welcome everybody back to the Throw It Down Big Fella podcast. If only you guys knew what we just mentioned before we started. Whew. Your boy fatherhood, man. It's a lot going on. Darren, how you doing?
Man, just trying to stay good. Just trying, trying to stay. But hey, it's vacation time. I'm on vacation. You see a difference in me, man. I'm more energetic. I'm
Mm,
more refreshed. I'm
hmm
re-energized. The only thing that's really grinding my gears right now is that the fact that I've only had probably, I don't know, maybe 2 hours on the football game.
That's it? You got
Only
the game.
because, bro, I get to the house, my brother's on the game. I wake up in the morning, my brother's on the game.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's like 7 o'clock at night. My brothers are on the game. Bro, they were on the game for like, I kid you not, probably about 30 some hours straight. At
Damn.
one point, at one point,
Man, did y'all sleep? Did y'all sleep? Like,
I mean, I slept because I had no choice but to sleep because I'm waiting my turn for the freaking game. But they eventually slept. They slept for like 4 or 5 hours, woke back up, and picked
mm-hmm.
back at it.
You'll get your opportunity, Darren. Don't worry. You'll get
See,
your
I only
opportunity.
got one option. I'm gonna have to just get my own everything because right now the house is sharing one system. We're all
Mm,
sharing the PlayStation,
mm,
so it just means that I'm gonna have to just buy my own PlayStation. So anybody on the market, please let me know if y'all got a PlayStation 5 for sale. Let
gotcha.
me know.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's start with the Memphis Grizzlies and the Miami Heat Summer League Championship game that happened last night. It was a good game. I saw the highlights of it. I couldn't watch the full game. Mike Sadie was happy. Mike Sadie is sports director, WRG. He's a Miami Heat fan. Um, just talk about the Grizzlies. I mean, this is impressive. They got to the championship game. They fell a little short. Um, can this like elevate them to like this year? Well, the year coming up. Like, how do you see this playing out?
Oh, for sure. I think this is always a good thing. I believe the last time they made it to the finals, they actually won, I think, and that
Mm-hmm.
was with Ja
Yeah.
and them. Uh, and you saw what kind of momentum that had brought the team, not the very same year, but the following year. And as the years went along, uh, this is only just another building block in the Grizzlies organization, and you got to see right there, Scottie Pippen Jr. Go ahead, get that man a contract. Go
Yeah.
go go ahead and give him a contract. It's about that time.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Jake LaRavia.
Jake had a good, yeah. That's what I was about to say. Jake had a good game. I mean, Gigi had good showings. At the beginning of the whole entire summer, going back to Salt Lake, everybody was worried about Gigi, but now Gigi, he's like, hey, it's all good. I'm
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, and then of course, the times that Edie was on the court, it was cool seeing him. I think the whole entire just summer league operation uh went pretty well for the Grizzlies, and I think they got something going.
Are you worried about Zach Eden's injuries? Are they? Is it Is it too early? Premature? Like, I don't
It's
know.
too early. It's too early. I mean, they're all just freak injuries, and they're not even just freak injuries. They're just crazy accidental injuries. And then it's not like he was out too long after the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and then after he uh rolled the second one, the other ankle. I mean, he was walking on his own. Uh, if he wanted to, he probably would have played last night. Uh, but
Probably.
it's just like why play him at that point? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, ideally, if this was like a regular season type of ordeal, he probably would have played last night. So I think he's ready. He should be back on the court. Today maybe he's probably practicing today. If not, he's gonna be practicing by the end of the week. I don't think he rolled it that bad. So I really just, I guess you could be concerned about it because that's where he's going to be. He's going to be in the paint. So stuff like that can always happen. But it's just the way those two incidents happen. I don't really seeing that happen too often during the regular season.
I got you. I'm disappointed DJ Jeffries didn't get the minutes like I wanted him to get. I mean, he's not hurt. It's just coach's decision. I mean,
Right.
is this just destination for him to be on the hustle? I think this is just, I guess, foregone. He's going to be on the hustle.
If they decide to sign him,
If they
sign him to the hustle, then of course it'll be a foregone conclusion. But we got to see where he ends up at first. He could end up in South Haven. It'd be cool if he ends up in South Haven. I'm sure he probably wouldn't even mind being in South Haven. I mean, that's home, pretty much. So we'll just have to see with DJ.
Yeah. Isaiah Miller, the guard from Memphis, he needs to be in the hustle. Like, if you want to get some seats, some butts in the seats, this guy, he's a highlight machine. Like, I think that the hustle, I know it's about development of the players and blah, blah, blah. That's cute. That's nice. Get some highlights. Get somebody that's going to put some butts to the seats. Like, and this guy can definitely do it. He's a human highlight reel. Just look at his tapes on YouTube and mixtapes.com. Like, the boy he's going to be a highlight human flyer. Speaking of Zaire, got traded to the Brooklyn Nets for a bag of chips and some Sprite. I'm sorry, but it was I forgot the guy's name, but basically he'll probably be released anyway. The guy that we got from Brooklyn. It was just a complete failure, right? From both ends, Zaire, Grizzlies, the system. It's a bust, right? Like,
I wouldn't consider a failure on the Grizzlies part because they still hit within his peers. It wasn't like it was Zaire and like two other guys that they just failed at. Okay, if you just have one bad apple, that shouldn't spoil the bunch in this particular situation. Now it was a failure for Zaire. He had amples, and when I say amples of opportunities, he had so many opportunities to be within the rotation, make a name for yourself, be a difference maker, be a steady role player, and he just hasn't been able to fit that mold. And there's only so much time you could give a player until you're just like, hey, I got these other guys. You know what I'm saying? I got. We already saw it in the summer league. We got these other guys, and the Grizzlies, they were not bad at all moving on from a player if they need to. You see with David Roddy, you saw with Xavier Tillman. They will move on if they need to move on.
Yeah, to save up money to save up money to try to get that big one, a free agent. I don't know, or draft picks, or I guess to get draft picks because they don't really have a lot of draft picks coming up in the future. Zaire is out, so small forward Grizzlies, I would assume it would be either Cam Spencer or Wells. Would you or I'm sorry, the guy that they're trying to re-sign, my boy Luke Kennard. Do they try to get Luke Kennard now, or how do they feel that position?
I mean, I still feel like that's just a foregone conclusion. Signing Luke Kennard, that I just feel like everybody worrying about that shouldn't be worrying about it. Let's see. I mean, I really don't know who exactly you probably have to put in that 3 spot. I mean, it's just it's open, and there's so many players that you can put in there. It's really a coach's decision at that point.
I guess it's Luke Kennard. They got whatever money they want to throw at him. That extra whatever million that Zaire left, you got to get Luke
But I
Kennard at
just
this point. Like,
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know because I just. Mm.
there are no small
I
forwards
mean,
available.
signing him, yes, but it's just like I can't just comfortably put him in my starting lineup. That's just me.
Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard.
Yes,
But are you
yes.
ready? So are you would rather play Spencer and or Wells instead of Luke Kennard? Oh no,
I
no,
mean,
you said I'm sorry, Brandon Clark. I remember that. You was like Brandon Clark, Triple J, and Zach Eating. I mean that's
right.
just too big. That's too big, man. I feel like that's for like a lineup that's like a if you're playing Wimby and whatever other center spur, you're playing big. I feel like you can switch it up, but if you're playing small, that might be a problem. Like,
I mean, it just depends. I mean, what you gonna do with Santi? I mean, what you gonna do with? I mean, you also got to put Smart somewhere on the court.
hmm
So if you have Smart out there, do you move Bane to the three?
no, I think Smart.
Are you gonna have
Yeah,
Bane? Are you gonna have Bane and Smart on the court at the same time?
I keep forgetting about Marcus Smart. I'm sorry for Marcus. I feel like Marcus Smart's
See,
on the bench.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
yeah, but Marcus Smart over Bain. I'm taking Bain on his shooting guard position. Smart should be on the bench. I feel like at this point of his career, right now.
Yeah,
Until further
I
notice,
mean,
until it gets, but keep him on the bench. His energy and all that. So
mm-hmm.
I guess that question will be answered during training camp. Coming up, we got like what a couple months of training camp, so we'll figure that out. The Grizzlies will figure that out. You want to get to Team USA? You want to?
I
I
mean,
think you've been waiting.
I thankfully I didn't waste my time watching yesterday's game against Germany.
That was actually a
Uh,
good game. It was actually a good game. I saw it.
Unfortunately, it wasn't supposed to be. Out of all these exhibition games, one of these games they were supposed to win by 40 plus. One of these games, and they didn't do it. Not one game. Not one. Not one.
Competition's gotten better, Darren. It's gotten better. I have to
It
admit this.
doesn't. South
It's gotten better.
Sudan, bro. South Sudan.
It's always those ones you don't know. We don't know nothing about this team. They just became a country 4 years ago. Like we don't know these folks. Like we know
Oh,
who
it
our
don't
name is from
matter.
there.
It don't.
Like
It don't matter. It don't matter.
what we gonna
Are the
scout?
United. You are the United States of America. What's the saying that ESPN and Sports Center has? It don't matter where you are, we'll find you for your top plays.
Mhm. Something like that. I don't watch sports like
Okay
that,
then.
but I got you. I got you.
Okay, but still though, if they're the NBA and you one of the best basketball talents in the world, you will be found. We would have been hearing about these boys if they were actually hooping like that.
I say this:
But
if they don't have LeBron and Steph, they're average team. They're average team.
if
Like
they don't have LeBron or Steph, they would have lost all these games, guaranteed. Especially the last two, guaranteed. Maybe the last three for sure.
so, it's
Because
really concern time. It's concern time because it starts next Sunday or Monday. I'm getting my days mixed up. That they start their run in Paris. So I guess it's up to 11 with you on concern level, concern meter, like 12, 13. Like
out of 10, you know what? I'm at a 9.
mm.
I'm not over the meter yet because there's only one X factor that still can save them all. That is Kevin Durant.
Are we? Is he even healthy? Like we don't like they're playing hide and seek with Kevin Durant at this point. Like we don't know if he's ready to go. Like
I think he's ready to go. I think he's going to be ready to go. He's the secret weapon. He's the secret Olympic weapon. He's the modern version of Carmelo Anthony. We all remember Olympic Carmelo Anthony. NBA Carmelo Anthony is something different.
mhm.
Olympic Carmelo Anthony, my God. So I think that's what we have with KD. Olympic KD, that dude is a beast. He's a monster. He is. I mean, we saw the
All-time
last
leading
time he
scorer.
played international basketball. I mean, come on now.
All-time leading scorer in Olympic history. Yeah, I guess.
So let's KD still gotta come. I talk about how LeBron is your Lord and Savior. KD is the United States men's basketball team's Lord and Savior, right next to LeBron.
Do you feel like they've been playing down to their competition? Are they not focused?
Oh, for sure.
They're not.
Oh, for sure. No, they're definitely playing down to their competition. That's without a doubt. But that's just the NBA mindset. They do it in the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm. So Germany is actually good. You know, of course, if you didn't watch the game, some of the players that Germany have, they have Dennis Schroeder. You know, Dennis Schroeder is Dennis. They have the Franz Wagner and Mo Wagner, who are NBA players. They have talent. So I
Of course.
knew this. I knew this Germany, it was going to be close. I didn't think it would be 6 points. No, I thought it'd be about 10, 12, 14 points. You know, like kind of blow it out to the end. They were trailing, I would say about 50%, 52% of the game. Like, I mean, I just think they're waiting until the Olympics. This is just practice. I keep trying to tell myself this is just an exhibition game. Why do I want blood or early? I want blood in the Olympic rounds. That's what I want. I want the 30 and the 40-point blowouts. I'm with you on that, there. When it gets to Olympic time run.
I need to know if my team can deliver the blood for me. If I haven't seen blood already and we're about to go into a fight, into a war where everybody is bloodthirsty and your team has yet to make some blood, shed some blood in exhibition in some sport just for the heck of it, they can't even do that. And now you expected them to go after these ruthless nations that are guaranteed to come after your neck? Because this isn't exhibition basketball anymore.
No,
this is legitimate Olympic basketball. So, like, if you're coming at people's necks, then come on. I need it to happen on the first game. If whoever they're playing the first game of the Olympics in group play, it needs to happen then. They have to set the bar right then and there. Because if they do the same thing in game one, Lord forbid they lose game one, it is going to be a disaster.
Oh, Lord. They haven't lost a Olympic game, since I want to say 2004. You know, and then of course,
you sure about that?
12. Because they won gold 8, 08, 12, 16, and 20.
Just because you win gold doesn't mean you went undefeated.
I have to look at their record. It's probably like 1 or 2 losses.
Because I promise you that 2020 team lost one game.
You're probably right. Yeah.
They did.
They did. So they start with Serbia. Ooh. Joker.
See what I mean? Oh, no. See, now he's going to get his get back. You see what I'm talking about? Now you have to set the bar against that team. Godspeed that you have to set the bar against that team, because you already done pissed them off once.
And Bogdanovic didn't play. Oh,
because I promise you, Joker's going to get his get back on AD.
I'm worried about Bogdanovic too. That's like the Atlanta sniper. So yeah, they start with Serbia, South Sudan, the 31st. So they get their lid back on South Sudan, and Puerto Rico August 3rd. And then that's when they start medal play.
South Sudan, they're going to have to beat them by 20. Puerto Rico, they're going to have to beat them by 50.
Oh, man, don't do calls. Is Colorado still in Puerto Rico?
No, they're going to beat Puerto Rico by 50. No, man. They have to. They have to beat them by 50. They have
Who's
to.
on Puerto Rico's team? You make it sound like they got the YMCA folks in Puerto Rico.
No,
like,
no disrespect for them. It's just what needs to be done.
I'll take a 20 piece on each one. I really would. Double digits. I feel double digits is fine enough for me.
Double digits is still not good enough for me. It's not good enough for me.
So yeah, Serbia game is July 28th. It's 10 o'clock our time. So that's what day is Sunday. So it starts Sunday.
Is that at 10 a.m.? Is that an
Mm-hmm.
a.m. or a p.m.? Okay.
AM. It might be their time. AM might be PM us. So these times might be a
Oh
little
my
tricky.
lord.
It's on NBC, so it
It might be a.m.
might be AM. Okay. We gonna get a double bang bang. I just don't want it to, for Mike Green. I don't want it to be too close. Like I just don't want it to be too close because maybe because they've already. I don't know who the starting five to close the game out now. I really don't. I'm more confused than ever. Like, why is Joel Embiid still starting? It should be Bam and AD. Like, why are we? There's just Steve Kerr is he overcoaching or is he not coaching? Like, what do you think it is? Overcoaching?
He don't know.
Like,
No, he don't know what he want to do. It's just, and I don't blame him because it's just the big man that you have.
you are
just
a 4-time NBA champion, Steve. Figure it out.
I know for sure. I know for sure AD is going to have to be on the court. And and you need to redact that last statement. He wouldn't be a 4-time NBA champion without 3 other Hall of Famers on his team.
4-time NBA champion, Steve Kerr. Put some respect on your coach name. 4-time NBA champion.
And he wouldn't have the other rings as a player if he didn't have one of the greatest of all time on his team.
He's the GOAT, everybody. So he has like what, nine championships as a player and coach.
In total?
Yes. 5 as a player.
And he didn't I mean, I wouldn't say he didn't deserve it, but he didn't put in as much work. Especially for his coaching ones, he didn't put in. He got. Never mind. I'm not going to get on the soapbox, but you know how I feel about that, man.
Stop, man. Stop,
you know
man.
how I feel about that, man.
Stop, man.
You know how I feel about that, bro.
Just okay.
He shouldn't be coaching this Team USA.
Who should be coaching then?
I'd rather have Bill Self coach this team.
Bill Self. What? Bill Self. Just say Coach K.
I'd rather
have Coach K. Just say Coach
He
K.
done. He cool. He chilling. So give me the boy from Gonzaga, which is a hell of a program.
What about John Calipari? Well, you're name.
I feel like he lost his touch a little bit.
Oh, he lost his touch. Oh, okay. Wait till you get to Arkansas, boy. Wait till we.
Well, okay, we'll see what he go. We'll see what he gonna do in Arkansas. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm just saying he's in the same damn conference. Ain't like he moved conferences. Ain't like he's gonna be playing different teams.
And it's gonna sting even more.
Teams.
And it's gonna sting even more when he puts Arkansas back on the map. Kentucky goes back to the basement before Tubby got there. Like,
I mean, we'll see. We'll see where Arkansas goes. It's gonna be definitely interesting, but I don't know why people putting so much hype into him going to Arkansas. I'm just like, bro, it's another SEC school.
And
that's probably going to.
And what is Arkansas like besides my boy Houston Nutt? Like what other like fun stuff is happening in Arkansas?
You can say the same thing for Kentucky.
Yeah, no.
If not worse. Not worse.
They've been to Final Fours.
What's in Kentucky?
In their sleep. What do you mean? Like, no. The history of Kentucky? Like, come on. Like,
okay, we talk about if you go back to Rupp and stuff, okay, fine.
What you mean ain't nothing to do with Kentucky? Like, what? Like, people go to Kentucky to go. Celebrities go to Kentucky. Drake, all the stuff Drake was doing, all the people go to Kentucky.
You want to know why?
Why?
You want to know why?
Why?
Because who was the coach of that team by then? Who was the coach? Who was the coach of the team by then?
Calipari.
Okay, then was he doing that? Was he doing that before John Calipari was there?
No.
Was anybody repping Kentucky
besides
while Calipari was up in Memphis?
Ashley Judge.
While Calipari was up in Memphis, was anybody repping Kentucky? Was anybody talking good about Kentucky?
I mean, they talked about it, but it wasn't like on the level where Calipari was on there. It's just like how we was talking about Arkansas right now. If anything,
Arkansas is doing way better than Kentucky was pre-Calipari. Because at least Arkansas, before they signed Calipari, at least Arkansas are got to one Final Four already, or at least an Elite Eight.
At least Elite Eight, yeah.
What was Kentucky doing before Calipari was getting there?
With Tubby Smith, with Tubby Smith, they went to a couple of Final Fours and I think, yeah, with Tubby. Don't do Tubby like that. Like,
man, I feel like Calipari's walking. I feel like Calipari's walking to a better situation in Arkansas than whenever he was walking into Kentucky.
Maybe no. Yeah, Anthony Davis and that talented squad.
I mean, let's not forget that he pulled half of the Memphis players. That he plucked them out of Memphis to go to Kentucky with him. So let's not forget that happened. It's
the system. I mean, you can't really can't fault the system.
I'm just saying he's going into an Arkansas position where
a lot of resources. Ain't a lot of resources.
What do you mean a lot of resources?
In Arkansas?
How you think they paying that man in the first place?
Hey.
Shoot. How do you think they're making those stadium renovations over at Razorback Stadium right now?
They went into the bank with no ski mask on, getting their money. Basically, basically.
I think I got to do my research right, but I think the folks that own Kroger be funding them folks.
That Arkansas. I mean, yeah.
Yes. So they got bread. Just like the Broncos got the Walmart family, I believe Arkansas has the Kroger boys.
We got to go to Arkansas game. I've always wanted to go, but now I have to now.
Oh man, I've already been to one. I've been to an Arkansas football game before. It's something is different over there. I'll give you that. Them boys, them folks are different over there. I ain't never been to a basketball game, but
football, yeah. I gotta go. Ole Miss and Arkansas game. I've been to Mississippi State. Well, Mississippi State knows how to party. So Ole Miss and Arkansas, especially Ole Miss this year. Because Ole Miss, they hyping it up. The hype train and the gravy train on Ole Miss. Alabama, this is the decline of Alabama. We'll see. They think Missouri's gonna be better than Alabama this year. The decline of Alabama. I can't. And then homeboy gonna prove them wrong. I can't wait. Like, they are just. I get Georgia and Texas, but we'll see. Ooh, we'll see. I can't wait till we preview college football. That's gonna be electric. No,
it's gonna be good.
That's gonna be fun. If anything else, USA, we're on our drama about the USA WNBA All-Star game. Wow. I know it's an exhibition game. I shouldn't probably read too much into it, but the WNBA the rejects defeated the current USA team. Should they consider putting our girl Rike on the USA team? Because she had 34 points in the second half.
It's too late now. Everybody got their get back on Team USA. Everybody got their get back.
Angel Reese,
too late now.
Caitlin Clark, they went in all. They had that mapped out, ready to go. I mean, is it something though, or is it just an exhibition? It was a get their feet wet USA team.
I mean, it was an exhibition for one. It was the first game them being together for two. So it's just it's hard. It's hard. It's hard for me to put much, I guess, emphasis on it because it's just it's not as bad as the men's team because the men's team has been BSing game after game after game. This is just game one against your peers. So it's just okay, it happens. Both squads were pretty good. I
think Donna Taurasi she just opened up a can of whatever that was and just made it I just wish she wouldn't say what she said prior to now. Because she's been very vocal about the rookies have to earn their stripes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's for you privately to think that, and that's cool in the locker room. But when you publicly say that, now you have just opened up a whole lot of criticism now, like on your play or what the team looks like. Because I know rookies are not allowed on the U.S. whatever, but Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, there was a spot for them. I mean, they could easily have gotten one or two spots, whatever. They could have gotten one of those spots, but I think her dismissive behavior about it just it made it worse, man. Like, and so now
I
they're
mean,
coming
but
at
I
her neck.
mean, she could have kept it to herself, but she ain't wrong. I'm not saying that she was out of pocket for it. She could have kept it to herself, but she wasn't wrong. I mean, they gotta earn their stripes. If you want to wear the stars and stripes, you gotta earn your stripes. So sorry, not sorry. But like we said before, it's not like they're not gonna be part of the Olympic team come 28.
It's gonna be in LA too, so
So of
more
course,
eyes.
so
More eyes.
exactly. So I mean, they'll have their opportunity then. But in the meantime, they're just like, okay, keep that same energy. And they waited for that day, and Team
Mhm.
WNBA took care of business.
That Minnesota coach, she needs to shut up because she's infuriating Caitlin Clark quietly. She's infuriating her quietly. Like Caitlin, she's like, man, I wish people would focus on WNBA instead of being Caitlin Clark fans. Well, Caitlin Clark bought in her fans, so you need to like be aware of what you said, like because they're coming at you. And so I feel like every time they play Minnesota now, she's gonna try to drop 40 or 50 on her head. So she put that
So I
target.
would not be surprised.
She's putting the target on herself, Minnesota coach. So that was a fun All-Star game. It's probably the best All-Star game I've seen in a long time. And I'm talking about the men's All-Star game. Like, had that same type of defensive energy and off. Like, do that
I
for
mean
one game. Like,
that's exactly what it was. Everybody gave their efforts. I mean, and that's what another thing that I'm glad Tarashi said that because she lit that fire in TWNBA. Like they were actually like trying, they were actually playing some basketball because of all the S talking back then. Oh, and all them being so salty that they weren't on this team. So now they're just like, okay, we have the ability to play you, to play you girls. Bet we're gonna play some basketball for real, for real. And that's what you don't get, and that's what you don't get in the NBA All Star game because it's just like, what are we playing for? There's
but
no reason for us to be playing. That's why I feel like they need to do NBA versus the world because at least it'll be some type of
yeah,
pride. There's a little bit of pride in that, and that's what we had in the All Star game. We had pride that, of course, you have one team that's donning the stars and stripes, and they're proud to be, to be Team USA. You got the other girls that are just like, oh, we should have been these stars and stripes, and we're going to show you why some of us should have been on this year's team. If not, we're also going to make a name for ourselves and put another step forward in the game of in the name of women's basketball.
yeah. It was just fun. Like I said, like we've watched WNBA. I grew up with WNBA, but like this type of All-Star game and the way it could go is really it's good. Like you can see the growth in WNBA. But WNBA the All-Star game, I don't know. We've said it podcasts ago how to fix the NBA All-Star game. We gave our ideas. I hope Adam Silver listened to him, but or got to his office. But like, I just want the All Star game to be relevant and good again, you know. And it was good for the WNBA. So shout out to them for that.
Throw it down, big man.